turn on the cam, guys. If you look at okay, subject 2, page 135. Honestly, I am not. I mean, I understand why it's been put in the quotation because the meaning it's an option. Technically, I wouldn't remind you guys play it offside, read it off the score. Because for me, it makes not much sense. I mean, to play a passage that is so, you know, muscle driven or something that's totally, physics oriented passage. I mean, off in the keyboard of the paper. So I'm just gonna put it away. This is the those diatonic chords in C major cannot be any more easy. Cannot be any easier. It simply means move your hands, or I'd like to call it a claw. I mean, support them, stretch, flex your muscles, stretch your fingers into this 1-3-5 position. You know what I'm talking about? I simply move it as a whole. Do not alter your fingers. Do not change how your claws are formed. Simply move it to 1, 2, 3 for going to like one place to another, step by step. So let's give it a try. In 3, 2, 1, and dong, dong, bong, bong, dong, dong, dong. People be like, hey, teacher, what's the matter with you? Why are you going so fast? Actually, it feels better when you can have this like you guys ever been surfing? Or like at least I'm going to like surf, there was like a wave pool where they turn on the machine and you guys go up and down. You gotta feel with it. If you don't want to choke yourself, you have to ride the wave. You don't want to just dive there or get your brace for impact. You want to ride it with that. When we're playing chordal progression like this, the one thing we use, guys, is our wrist. Instead of we have a little bit of love like this. I'm sorry, you guys cannot see my hand, but when I play, it kind of like feels like this. It's kind of like a wavy, yeah, like a little bit like this. You don't see me go crazy like that, but a little bit like just like a little bit like that. That's how you do it. 1, 2, little, by little, little, by little, little, by little. Can we give another try? The fingering is 1, 3, 5. Oh, it's 1, 3, 5. Okay. And in 3, 2, 1, go. Boom, 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 boom. Really, very good, very good. Now, anybody tell me how do we find the next, first inversion? How do we find its first inversion? Theoretically, what's the idea of the first inversion? Yeah, so root becomes top. Yeah, the root becomes just move the root of one octave higher, and the fingering goes the right hand 1, 2, 5, left hand is still 1, 3, 5 because that makes sense. Again, I know it has like one finger that they're not perfectly aligned together, but once you just feel it, then you get to it. Then you get it. Now, okay, first inversion, second line. Ready? And 3, 2, 1, and. Very good, very good. Now the third line, second inversion, we keep moving the bass note. Yeah, keep moving the keep moving the bass. It's kind of like I want to say like a Pac-Man situation or something. Yeah, but maybe Zelda. Ready? Right hand fingering is 1, 3, 5. It's 1, 3, 5, and the notes. But remember, it's not a major triad anymore. It's their second inversion. So da da da. If you look at the score, yes, left hand this time. You see how the tide has been changed. The tides have been changed. This time, left hand goes 1, 2, 5. Right hand is still 1, 3, 5. Let's give it a try. Third line. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. That was very, very good. Yes. You guys may have first of all questions. Anyone having any hard time locating the notes? No. So I look at you guys. Look at you. I can tell in your face. Now there's another thing is I didn't say anything about notes. Why didn't I say anything about the notes here? Yeah, they're just steps and stuff. I mean, the easiest way to get them is actually not by thinking, analyzing what exactly pitch, grades, or degrees we're working on. Just simply by remember like following a naive instruction that by moving your hands explains by things. And some of you may argue that only in beginner levels people work that way. But let me show you something. That was Ludwig van Beethoven. What he did in the first place. Exactly. He did what you got in the book. Which inversion he did? Second. No, first inversion. Yes, left. That's Ludwig van Beethoven, opus 2, number 3. So you see, the great Beethoven, he did that. He wrote like this, without thinking of the actual degrees. In fact, when he moved to, you notice, I mean, this was actually the second phrase was actually in G major, if you hear that. But even in G major, he didn't use F sharp. He used once, and then all white keys. Yeah. See, even he does that. I mean, in real piano music, this kind of like thing that actually happens. So when I was younger, when I was start practicing the lesson, I had my training 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I was told to do da 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 da. This is how I learned. Then later on, I was learning. And before not long ago, I started playing. That's Stravinsky. See? These things you learned actually, they were like seeds. They actually become actually real music. Yeah, that's pretty much it. No questions. We don't have time to play each position in F minor, C minor, G minor, all of the tonic through dominant. But I say we'll have a chance to do one. Why not? Which minor should we go? Easier one?
Let's do C minor.
C minor. Actually, G minor is the easy one, but I know you would fall back. Let's go C minor. The man said C minor. We gotta order that. So in C minor, what we got? How many? Yeah, how many flats? Yeah, A minor. Yeah, three flats. A flat, E flat, B flat. And this time, sorry folks, you gotta have to think about notes until this time. When we're talking about diatonic, the approach we practiced earlier, the non-note thinking approach, that ain't no working unless they were like perfectly either in black keys or in white keys solely. But when we're combining them with more complicated, these things like the minors, tonalities, notes are involved. So I hate to say it, but now we have to do it. So if we're doing that, then now the main task becomes you have to find those altered degrees and put your fingers on top of them. For example, you don't get to play like this anymore. You have to. Oh, you have to. Where's the next one? Oh, here. Oh, here. Oh, here. Oh, now you found it. Can you see why I was kind of like not struggling? Yes, struggling, but trying to locating all the keys because I had. It's like one more step is involved. You have to know the note. You have to know the notes, and you have to know which note has to be lowered half a step into the flat position. That's the story. So this time we play half notes. We play slow down. 1, 2, and 3, 4. We go this way. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Da 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 da. You guys will probably have noticed something. Whenever things get complicated, I start to sing it, to verbalize it. One way is because I know you guys can't hear me. I know you can't hear me, but as a singer, every singer, I mean, has a this kind of like one way or another. They have this kind of like pride that they believe is at some point that singing is the most revealing, penetrative, and projecting. It's the best way form of music because it uses our body as the instrument, and it's like I don't know how to put it, but if you're if you were a singer, you get it. Everybody they're so proud of their the expressionness in their voice, and they're unique. When I'm going to complicated chords and stuff, I verbalize it often. So I before I even play, I kind of like know what the sonority sounds like, right? I kind of know what the harmony feels like. So if I play a boo boo, if I had a boo boo make some mistakes, my ear can correct me. Hey, there's something off. May not necessarily tells you hey, what is being wrong, but at least you know something doesn't add up. So that's the way. When you do that, singing might be a very good way to help you. You don't have to sing the da 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 all the notes. Just give me one line, maybe the top, maybe the bottom, maybe anything that you think that is still within the harmonic. That makes sense. Now I understand this one is harder for a lot of people, so let's do it one more time. The C minor root position, then we keep going to the first inversion. Ready? In 3, 2, half note, and oh, da 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 da. It's very hard, and I know people have been struggling with the fingerings because they sometimes. Um, guys, 135. Go ahead. No, it's you mean are we following the harmonic or the scale order or just the natural? Natural. If you have to do that, I think the consideration in this the natural scale would be if you have to lower it and then augment it again. That's too complicated. But I appreciate that concern. Yes, my concern is about the fingering 135. I know it's not ideal. In fact, in fact, we may not use it in real life that much on stage, but 135 it is the easiest way for you to I want to say to see your hands. It's working. Hey, these are the three notes. That it's actually easier for you. Actually, yes, to see. And some people like to use like they put like three or five and four together to enhance the support. I don't know. Have you ever done that? I played piano for 30 years. I've been doing that for 30 years. So it's cool that if you want to do this, like this, I do that all the time. That's really good. Pinkies can be weak, right? With index with the three finger added together, you would poke it. Yes. But actually, what's hard is to find to get your hands move freely from white keys to black keys, and then it's like going through like a bumpy ride in Pennsylvania. If you guys ever driving in Pennsylvania, you notice. I mean, there will be like 300 miles of like there's nothing, but hill, mountains after hills, and you just. I've done that many times. I assume it's beautiful in the art. It's just it's a lot. It's just bouncing. This one is bouncing. This thing is. Even for me right now, as of this moment, I feel like it's bouncing and it's hard to locate. That thing is hard. Now let's try the first inversion. Yeah, I know it's hard. Yeah. Again, I'm asking you guys to theoretically reconstruct it. It's not going to be a problem. Everyone can do the math. Root, one octave higher. Everyone can do that. But for your fingers, your skins to learn, it requires concentration. Yeah. It does require lots of concentration. If you feel we're going to do both hands, if you feel like you can do both hands, do one hand first, then add the other. If you want to do one hand, I may recommend to start with the right hand, but really save your energy for the left. Everybody suffer from the left. Ready? First inversion. In 3, 2, 1, and. 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 Yes. By the way, this song, the Dvorak wrote this. That was actually good. Thank you. Now the second version. The second version. You guys know, you will notice the notes are still the same. Should I slow down, guys? Should I slow down as of this moment? Yes, I need to. Yes. Yeah. When I'm slow down, let me offer you some individual help. Can I ask you something? I saw you doing all this. Can you play here?
You want me to go play?
Yeah, you. I mean, you be doing my job. I'll go walk around. How about that?
Yes. I'll try my best.
Try your best just to circulate. Just play repeat the page.
Okay,
Thank
I'm
you,
not
man.
very good at the second version.
You're gonna be fine.
All right. I gotta turn this up.
Yes. Wait, think. EEG. Yes. E flat, E flat, G. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Think. There's no sharp. I didn't see an S here. Oh yes, yes, and yes, and oh, yes, and you were perfectly good. You were perfectly good. Oh, good job. You got it. And then you're going down the line, and you have to see somewhere here. Can be root or say or anything. Well, all right, think, seriously. That's it. All right. So these three notes are supposed to be. Can you try somewhere here?
Comes after that.
What note?
Oh, G.
Yes. Going, keep going. Last but not least, thank you. Yeah, now we do the first conversion. After we actually did these first, C major, then we moved to which actually C minor, which is everybody playing the stuff. The C minor you have to do. No, I mean, you have to root this. I want to see if you can find things. Yes. No, that's not. I think once the C minor, A flat, E flat, E. So we need A, E, F, A, B, E, D, all need to be flat. These go actually supposed to be here. Because you're playing root position. Don't worry about it. Yes, so when you play, you look at, here's the thing. Where I'm changing this up to another minor key, which means you still play all the notes, but imagine you see those tiny escapades following up, obedient to the piece in your marked on the left. On the left, you play all 50 notes. So if you see D, F, A, which one should you play?
Do I have to keep going? Do I have to keep going? He's supposed to play it like on a loop. He's like, just keep going. Yes. Can you hear it? Yeah, like you're going up the diatonic chords. And then you do it in first inversion, every chord in first inversion, and then every chord in second inversion. So like,
D natural, F natural,
and then
yes.
first inversion. So
And we do the same thing with these. And tell me which two notes are
Yeah.
affected or low. In this chord, what? Yes, B flat and also B flat. So we go with it sounds like yes, correct. Yeah. So and then you do the rest of it. And you do the rest of it. And the rest of it. That's gonna take like 40 minutes, 30, 40 minutes. We'll fight it with guys. Yeah, guys. Good luck. You know, I can see almost all you guys in there. You good. That's really good. No. Uh-huh. 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 Correct. Yeah. It's just really weird that your hands doesn't squirt me on the keyboard. I do that all the time. We do that all the time. No, that was great. And now you have to learn and you have to learn the first game version and the second version. And to think that on the syllabus they want you guys to learn all the I know it's not that's it's big blunder to do. Okay. You gotta hate us.
Yeah.
Yes. Do your own.
This is how it should be, or should I?
Supposedly. Ever? Supposedly.
Okay.
But we're talking about reality. No, don't do that.
Okay.
That's just weird.
Well, I mean, it's weirder.
Go ahead, keep going.
I want to come here.
No. You're gonna regret later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it. Now can you left hand or both hands? Both. That's why you remember when the first I said, this is how your hand moves. Get used to me. You play as much on the edge as you can. I will do the opposite. When you see me ever play up in my look where my hand is. Look. It's really hard. It takes a lot of flexing of your muscle, but that's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, you have no problem with the notes. You got it all to not get kissing to it. You got it. I mean, you got it too. Yes. You know you're gonna regret that finger, right?
No.
You're gonna regret that. Okay, what is the first thing I actually said? No, I want to do it. Yes, this is where I play. This is where you play. You see the problem? Not the problem. You see the difference? This is where I play. 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 That's why I can play faster. Because I go here, 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 here. Look here. If you notice what's different, you have to you go all out and down all the time. But when you're doing, I was like literally, instead of like going detours, I was actually crossing over. It's like the difference between driving and flying. You know why they have those like rescue helicopters, but not a bunch of rescue Hondas or Hyundais? That's the reason. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. No, you keep playing.
Oh, keep playing?
Yeah, you keep playing.
Alright.
You're my minion now.
Okay.
You gotta play. Wait, I mean, I actually saw you play. So these guys, you're fine. How about the second inversion, man? Yes. Yes. Da da da. Da da. Run the. There. B flat. D da da. B flat. Thumb on the. Da da da. Yes. No, think. Da da da. Da da da. Da da da. A flat. Yes. Yes. Yeah, you're kicking the hole. You're kicking the hole. Yes. So how fast can you play? Now show me your best game. Any version. Yeah, I mean, you're doing all right. But I mean, when you were doing, when we were on the quiz, we're supposed to be better. Like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2. Like, there. No. Think no, no funny business. Think. Yes. My man here has proposed to me. His way he broke it. He broke the chords to da 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 instead of chord instead of like chunky. I consider that smart. Da 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 da. Sometimes it's actually easier to go arpeggiated, broken chords that other than you know. Also says Ludwig van Beethoven. He actually wrote his Moonlight Sonata third movement on all the broken chords. I'm going to show you later. You're actually thinking what this practice is all about is see if you can play. I have a ton of trials.
Anybody want to? Huh? Yeah. His computer's about to die.
So right now you're talking to somebody.
But I don't know if it picks it up. Like if that picks this up, it'd be kind of like it does. Have you watched the video? Like out of class. The computer's like not plugged in.
The next note, of course, should be E as like a A. But the AE.
Bro, does anyone want to switch with me?
So this is what it sounds like, right? And the
Let's
next
start
one
playing
should
like.
be E, G, B. What will it be? And yes, the next one, you have to just go put something like this. Good try. Thank you. Yes. Almost. You got it.
Oh, I'm playing that one wrong.
Show me this one. This is the hardest. Wait, is that awkward for you?
I've been playing the second chord wrong the whole time. I've been playing the second chord wrong like the whole time.
Yeah, I think
It's
you gotta keep careful.
it should be D diminished. It's D diminished.
Correct. You're good. You're better than good. I guess you. Okay. I like it slow. You can put on the rock.
That's why it sounds weird.
One of them, yeah, they actually have one of them.
Yeah.
Bebox there. I don't know how to do it, but you can try it.
why I didn't think that. Or why I went. A is not in the key sequence to be. I was saying it wrong the whole time.
I can tell you that's a pass.
Yeah.
That sounds like a pass. Which one do you want to do?